I now have the pleasure of introducing our commencement speaker. Miss Vernice Flygirl Armour went from beat cop to combat pilot in just 3 years. Within a year, she found herself flying over the deserts of Iraq, supporting the men and women on the ground. After serving 2 tours overseas, she had become the first African-American female combat pilot. Yep. Upon completion of 2 tours in Iraq and leaving the military, Vernice leveraged her breakthrough mentality and launched VAI Consulting and Training. By applying her 7-step process, the Zero to Breakthrough Success Plan, to her own company, Vernice produced over 6 figures in revenue within the first 12 months. She's been featured on The Oprah Winfrey Show, CNN, The Travis Smiley Show, and many other television programs. Last year, she was awarded an honorary doctorate of law from the Chancellor University. She has also received awards such as Pioneering Pilot, including her commanding role in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, or what we know of as STEM. She was also the first African-American woman on the Nashville Police Department's motorcycle squad. She was Camp Pendleton's 2001 Female Athlete of the Year. She is a 2-time title holder in Camp Pendleton's annual Strongest Warrior competition, and is a running back for the San Diego Sunfire women's professional team. So, I don't know about you, but I'm not gonna mess with her. Her signature book, Zero to Breakthrough, went on sale nationwide April 28th of this year. Please join me in welcoming Vernice Flygirl Armour.
Thank you, and good afternoon. Before we get started, there's just one thing that I have to do. If you'll hold on one quick moment. All right, guys. Thank you. You know, it didn't happen here, and I don't know, many of you might have seen me walking around, you know, in the flight suit earlier, but I will be honest. It's usually a woman, and she'll come up to me and say, "Oh, I just love your outfit." Say, "This is not an outfit. This is a uniform." And she'll say, "You're a pilot, right?" I'll say, "Well, yes, ma'am." "Air Force, right?" "No." "Marine Corps." She's like, "Whoa. Hoorah. There you go. Got some Marines out here. All right." And I'll say, "No, ma'am, Marine Corps." And she'll say, "Whoa. Well, the Marines are so tough. I mean, don't get me wrong or anything, but you're black? You're a woman. Did you have any obstacles?" And I'll kind of chuckle as well. And I'll say, you know, it's not about having obstacles because everyone has obstacles. Right, John? Yeah. Even the average white guy has obstacles. Right, John?
Yes. Whatever you say.
When she was reading my bio, he said, "No, I'm not messing with you." The key is simple. Acknowledge the obstacles. Don't give them power. Absolutely. And I'll actually have you say that with me or after me. Acknowledge the obstacles. Don't give them power. Because truly, a breakthrough mentality creates a breakthrough life. And I'm going to use this chair here for a second. And when I talk about breakthrough mentality, it's like you're breaking out of something to something new, to something fresh, to something powerful that can be on the other side. I was having a little bit of a hard time in the squadron. And being the only woman at that particular time, I could just go into the ladies' room and no one could come in there and bother me, right? It's my little sanctuary. And one particular day, it was just pretty tough. And I grabbed my keys to my car. I ran out, jumped in, drove to the beach, which was only 5 minutes away. And I called my mom when I got there. And I said, Mom, I just can't take it anymore. They can have these wings. I don't want to go through this. And she simply said, baby, you did not work this hard, this long, to give up now. Dry your eyes, go back to work, acknowledge the obstacles, don't give them power. I said, wow, just almost like when you change your clothes in front of thousands of people, you have to accessorize, right? Acknowledge. So the main message I want to bring to you all today is really about engagement, right? When I was flying over those deserts in Iraq, protecting those troops on the ground, before I shot any missiles, any rockets, we had to wait for a certain phrase. And that phrase was, you have permission to engage. And once you got that permission, you were cleared hot. And what does cleared hot mean? Because a couple of us were yelling it over in the area, we were taking pictures, and I was like, you all are cleared hot. And they were like, cleared hot, what's that? When you are given permission to engage and pull the trigger and shoot those missiles, bombs, rockets, whatever it is you have on your aircraft, you can blow up the challenge, you can blow up the obstacle. And when bombs, bullets, missiles, rockets hit something, folks, they're hot, they're incendiary, they're on fire. You all are on fire today, by the way. All right? So today I want to say you have permission to engage. You've always had it, it's inside of you, and you are the one that has to give yourself that permission to engage. And once you do, you are cleared hot. So when I say engage, you all say cleared hot. Are you ready? Engage. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Engagement is interesting because you can do it in so many different ways. What is the definition of breakthrough mentality, first of all? It's refusing to settle, even in the smallest of moments, and demanding a breakthrough life. Demanding a breakthrough career, demanding a breakthrough education, demanding a breakthrough relationship with your husband, wife, kids. But the key is refusing to settle, even in the smallest of moments. And those small moments, folks, are the ones that create the breakthroughs. How many of you got out of high school, graduated, came to college here at Ashford University, and graduated in 4 years? Raise your hand. Yeah. I think it's safe to say some of us have encountered some obstacles and challenges along the way. Would that not be true? That's right. You all had to stick to it. You had to persevere. You had to blow up some obstacles and challenges that were in front of you, not once and twice, but probably many times along the way. That, folks, is a breakthrough mentality. So I'm not here to teach you how to have breakthrough mentality. You already have it. You gave yourselves permission to engage a long time ago, and you saw it all the way through. You weren't just cleared hot, you were on fire. One moment when I had to make the decision about what I was going to do, I was at a technology conference, and a facilitator didn't show up for one of the tables, and they asked me to stand in. I was in my captain's uniform at the time, and they said, well, you need a table captain, and everyone looked at me. I said, okay, I'll do it. And after that session, a group of women came up to me hours later, and they said, oh my gosh, we were so inspired. We're all going for our plan A. And I said, oh my God, that's fantastic. And I'm thinking they're going for their plan A, and I'm not even going for mine. Believe it or not, I said I loved speaking. I'd been speaking, in high school. I'd go back to junior high. When I became a police officer, I'd do career days and go out there. Even in the Marine Corps, sometimes I'd speak at different units and organizations. And I said, if it ever blows up, I'll do it full time. What blows up that you don't put hard work into? And in that moment when they said that, I said, you know what? It's time. I am going to go for my plan A. Why did I change my clothes? Because, folks, everything in that flight suit is now in this flight suit. And notice I look a lot more like you right now. We're all in our flight suits, sitting in that cockpit, at the controls, taking off. And I love to say, this is one of my keynote phrases, who needs a runway? Take off from where you are. That's right. Because we are sexy attack helicopters. You all are on the landing pad. Some of you are actually already in flight, and you are flying, you're executing, and you're navigating those minefields and obstacles along the way because you didn't have time to just sit on the deck. You didn't have time to hover. You're flying forward, hovering side to side, flying side to side. You are in action, and you're taking that action. It's an honor for me to be here with you today. We have folks from countries, 49 states. How amazing. It was an honor for me to serve. It's an honor for me to share this moment with you. And you have taken your permission to engage. Thank you. You're cleared hot, Ashford. Class of 2011. Thank you for having me. You're cleared hot. Thank you.
And what do you think, graduates? Isn't it an honor to have Vernice with us today?
His job's not done. I have to get dressed.
There we go. Let's see here. How do we do that? All right, you know how to do this.
Hey, if I can fly a helicopter, I can put on a robe.
There we are.
And then just
Now,
flip
I
the
think
hood back
this
over.
comes around.
Yes.
That's the first time I've helped a pilot get dressed. Wonderful, wonderful.